Manga, and more manga. I read a lot of it in my spare time, and by my spare time, I mean at work. So much so that I decided to say, hey, screw it, let's see if any of these are worth your time. And with time in mind, now I'm not going to waste any of yours. Let's see if this manga's for you in 10 minutes or less. Ottoman is an action romance manga written and illustrated by Kanzawa Shinosuke, published in Young Jump starting on August 5th, 2021, and as of this recording, has 21 translated chapters. The story is about Souya Gomi, a lowly businessman who goes through life day by day and not much excitement nor real purpose, other than to one day reach his goal of being a manga author, and really his only joy in life is his beloved wife Yuuka. One day he gets into a freak accident and is suddenly overtaken by an alien named Gibura, or as he names it later. He and Gibura then have to rush to save his wife from an evil alien as Ottoman, a character that Goya himself created. Afterward, they join the Earth Defense Force to save not only the world, but his wife, who has unfortunately been hurt and infected during the assault. And that is the story up till now. Starting off with the good in the characters, and let's start off with our main protagonist, Souya. Souya is the perfect protagonist for a manga like this. He at first seems like the typical scaredy cat protagonist. Think your Sunas or your Shais, but the manga gives up the ghost really fast because Souya, while at other points may be a bit of a scaredy cat, becomes a brave hero because of who is in trouble, that being his wife. Because of this, he comes off as a romantic man who wants nothing more than to come home, write manga, and eat his wife's delicious cooking. You can feel the love for his wife popping through the pages every single time he's on screen, and I love it. Sincerely, one of the best protagonists for this kind of manga that I've seen in quite a while. Hell, his entire moveset is fueled by the literal power of love. Now going on to Yuuka, his wife. Now, a romance manga only works as well as the love interest, or in this case, the spouse. And yes, Yuuka is a perfect combo with Souya. She plays much more of a straight man role, without showing much emotion, nor reacting to many of the events, even getting infected by an alien. Now, don't take that to think that she doesn't have any emotions at all, or that she's some kind of damsel in distress. When the chips are down, she shows her love for Souya in droves. Plus, this housewife ain't no slouch. She also gets in on the action towards the later chapters, but I won't spoil too much. Along with our main protagonist, we have a plethora of other side characters to round out the roster. One of them being the alien that possessed Souya himself, Gibura. A cute little snake thing that, while doesn't add a ton of personality to the story, is a cute addition and it fits with the tone. And Keigo Senba, the vice chief of the Earth Defense Force, who uses a cute magical girl gun with love. Love seems to be all over the place in this manga, doesn't it? But a romance manga is only as good as, well, the romance, and this romance is adorable. I have admitted many times I'm a fan of the schmaltz, and this is schmaltz overload. The idea that it is just some guy fighting to protect his wife and runs on the literal power of love, so much so that him being told I love you gives him a power boost, is just the perfect tone for me. And of course, since this manga already starts off with them being married, being able to see such a mature level of love in this light really does put a smile on my face because you don't really see that often. And again, these aren't kids in high school, they're fully grown adults, and their love isn't this burning inferno. It's this stable light they carry on with each other, and it's honestly great. And as the series goes on, it makes me wonder what these two will go through. I can't wait because in a weird way, it's still a marriage story, and it makes me think, alright, well, where are we going to go with this eventually? Next up is the art, and let's get one thing perfectly clear. The art in Ottoman is fucking fantastic. The set pieces are fantastic. The characters are wonderfully designed. Aliens are gross and slimy in the best of ways. The design of Ottoman's suit is amazing. Everything about the art style is simply delicious. Yes, I said delicious, bite me. It evokes flashback of Shai's art style, only a bit more refined and in a way, cleaner. It just works. If I'm going to be honest, I can't say that there's much bad in this manga right now without being the nittiest of picks. The pacing is fine, the art is fantastic, and the story along with the characters gel very well. Maybe it is because we are so early in the run, again 20 chapters, but it really has nothing that I would say to look out for as a new reader coming in. Maybe if you aren't into overly lovey-dovey stuff or just aren't into the tokusatsu genre this is very obviously taking inspiration from, then maybe I can say I wouldn't recommend it, but really there's nothing bad about it. Overall, Ottoman is an amazing read. It has action, it has comedy, it has romance, all wrapped up in a nice little bow that I can honestly say I can't get enough of. Now, as stated, we are still very early in this manga's lifespan, so for all we know, my thoughts can change on it drastically once we hit chapter 50 or so. But for now, I highly recommend it to anyone who loves a little bit of violence with their romance. And that's time, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of Ottoman? Have you given it a shot? Are you going to give it a shot? Please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, honestly, this is one of the only times where I can truly say, please go read this manga. You will not be disappointed. With that being said, I've been AJ. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time for another manga in 10 minutes or less. Bye.